You ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Hello and welcome to the Gabagool. I'm your host, Tim, here with my co-host, Jesse.
Sup?
This podcast is a deep dive of the entire series of The Sopranos. We'll be covering one episode at a time, full spoilers going forward. Today we continue with Season 1, Episode 7, entitled Down Neck. First aired February 21st, 1999.
Let's party. So what do you think of the episode?
I thought it was a really good episode.
Yeah, I mean, the flash, it's more just a flashback episode. A lot of Melfi.
Yeah.
A lot of dealing with AJ.
Yeah.
I feel like every episode of the season is just like a family episode. It's really weird, like rewatching it, because it's like I don't remember the family being as involved, but every episode, it's like I feel like we focus like huge on his family.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I could definitely see that.
Yeah, and this week we did AJ. Who's just a fucking dunce.
Yeah, I really enjoyed the backstory that we got with Tony. I loved seeing like Uncle June.
Yeah, dude, that guy was perfect
right?
as Uncle Junior.
Oh my God,
he was absolutely perfect.
Yeah.
Whoever they got to play him is perfect. I also like how the dad is just like stereotypical Italian guy. What? What's going on?
Yeah.
Like when him and the wife are fighting, him and his mom. It's like the honeymooners.
Yeah,
it literally is just the honeymooners.
Yeah.
One of these days, pow, right in the kiss.
And the who they got to play the mother, I thought she was great. Specifically when she's telling him like, get off to school, you're gonna miss the bus. And when she's going back into the house, she's just kind of like, all right, and just in that droll like way. And I was like, oh man, I was like, that was such a you could tell like she watched footage of the other actress and then tried to mimic it. It worked really well.
She had a lot of good moments too. The mom this episode.
Oh yeah,
that's the difference between AJ and Meadow too. He shows up like to the retirement home. He's like, hey, what's going on? Yeah, I'm seeing a therapist, just like my dad.
Yeah,
and like meanwhile, like Meadow, like the wife is like, do you think Meadow knows you're in the mob? And he's like, I don't know.
Yeah,
it's like Meadow knows to keep him out. Like he does this nod when he like realizes the wife Meadow didn't say anything to the mom.
Yeah,
about like their conversation. He just does this like nod, like, all right, she can keep her mouth shut.
Yep.
And then the mom finds out he's in therapy.
Oh, yeah.
But at the same time, it doesn't even matter because like it's not like she's giving this information to Junior because she's just as annoyed with Junior at this point.
I thought she was going to give the information to Junior, and
I did too.
There was that slight little moment when he's just like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" And then Tony walks in like just in time.
Yeah, she probably would have said something if Tony didn't walk in.
Probably.
But then like when Junior leaves, she's like, "Oh, ever since he became boss, he
I
thinks
can't
he's
fucking
all hot
stand
shit."
him.
Yeah,
Like,
it's like Jesus Christ, this woman.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe you should see a psychiatrist.
Yeah. Yeah.
She's so good at being underhanded.
Oh yeah.
But not a lot of crew this episode.
No.
Like Christopher had that one scene where he's babysitting the people that they're trying to like get money out of.
Yeah.
In the beginning.
Yeah, it's like it's one of those scenes that's just a throwaway, but at the same time it's just a nice little moment of just slowly showing more and more of Tony's influence in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
And I always enjoy like those little scenes because it's like, all right, we see everything from like their perspective, but I like seeing just the random shit with like some of the people that is like, yeah, you owe me money, and it's like
holding his little cup of coffee.
Yeah,
in his gigantic hand.
Yeah. Oh, what does he say? He's like, oh, maybe go check out your brakes or something like that.
Yeah. We'll put the brakes back on. We'll put the tire back on. We can start your shit back on. And Christopher's like, I can go home finally. Yeah. the little bit of work he's done all month.
Yeah.
But what else do you have? You had the family dinner.
Yeah.
Where the mom and Uncle June came.
Yeah.
So that was interesting. What happened?
That was he here.
Dude, when they take like no Mario Kart, no TV, no internet. And then it cuts to AJ, and a single tear goes down his face. Like, that's what did it for him. It completely broke him. I can't play video games. He starts crying. He's such a bitch.
Oh, and then when he wakes up the next morning, and the entire scene plays out, just
you can hear them yelling,
just hearing them yelling, and it's just watching Tony just slowly like.
The best part is it's 9:17 a.m.
Yeah.
So he's like, "Oh, they woke me up at 9 in the morning."
And he just slowly goes and gets his Prozac, like and he's.
That was a good cut though, because then it does the more flashback when he's looking in the mirror.
Yeah.
But there was also that like weird shot where him and Carmelo are laying in the bed after dinner. Did you notice that weird nipple shot?
No.
It's like Tony's got his arms up, like laying back, and then like he's got the wife beater on, but it's like kind of pulled to the side,
and there's just like
his
one
nipple is just hanging out. It is the most distracting shit I've ever seen. It's like, that's horrifying. The way they like just zoomed in on that shit. In my notes, it just says Tony's nipple. So
yeah. With the flashback when she's like did anything happen on the college trip? It was a weird flashback because it was like
awkward editing. That's like, all it was. It was like cheap editing.
Yeah.
There wasn't like a sound to let you know they're going back into flashbacks.
Yeah.
It was just like quick like flashes, almost like a memento.
And it was like cutting off like the audio and stuff. I'm like,
yeah,
I probably could have done without the audio.
It was
like,
lame.
Yeah.
It was like season 1 blues.
Yeah.
Like figuring out what works, what doesn't.
Late 90s.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
late fucking 90s. HBO.
Yeah.
Then he goes to Melfi's.
Yeah.
Well, real quick, let's talk about Melfi's real quick.
Okay. Yeah.
Doesn't he visit Dr. Melfi once a week?
Yeah. I would assume.
All right, he's there literally every day this episode because like they have it where after the dinner he goes and sees Melfi.
Yeah.
And then they go to the school or some shit, and then he sees Melfi again, and they do something else, and then he sees Melfi again. It's like, dude.
Because AJ's
are we seeing Melfi every day this week?
Yeah, because AJ's only suspended for a certain amount of days.
Exactly. That's how I read the time.
That's right.
So AJ gets suspended that night, and that's like he sees Melfi the next day.
Yeah.
And then something happens, and it's like the next day after, and it's like it's only the second day of AJ's suspension. It's because he wakes up, and then you hear her fighting. That's how it's
and
the first day of suspension.
Sees Melfi again.
So there was a lot.
That's so weird.
It happened like 2 or 3 times throughout the episode. Like there was another time where he like went to Melfi's again, just for like it was. I guess it was a good like.
I guess they
flow. Yeah, because he has another what's it called?
Another flashback.
And then it cuts to him talking about it with Melfi.
They needed her to guide all the flashbacks.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So it's like, I guess he'll just visit her 3 times this week.
Yeah.
Because the way they do it, it's been a week when he first sees her since he told her he loved her.
Right.
Because like it's been about a week, and it's like, okay, how does this work?
Yeah.
Are we just using this whenever we want, like just so it fits the storyline? But he also tells her for the first time that he's got the Russian girlfriend.
He's got the Russian girlfriend, yeah. I love her.
Oh, dude, she's the best, dude. I'm in love with the Russian girlfriend. I don't care.
I love.
She's like an adorable version of Jackie from that '70s show.
Yeah.
Like not as, I don't want to say trashy because Jackie isn't really trashy.
Yeah.
But there's something weird about her.
Yeah.
Like almost like like if you were like this was like
she feels that she has that entitled feeling, even though she's obviously not as well off as Jackie. She's only well off because of Tony.
Yeah.
But it has that very same like I'm spoiled and. Like I
the
deserve what I want. The funniest part is
that she's like still like as dumb as she can sound, she's still like educated somehow, like self-educated.
Yeah.
Like when she was talking about the painting that one episode, it's like what the fuck? It's like how is this girl
like,
more intelligent than fucking Tony?
Yeah.
But yeah, like I don't know.
I loved when he was talking to Melfi and I liked these 2 points are connected. I liked his conversation with Pussy when he's like
shooting pool.
Yeah, and he's like, do your kids know? And he's like, I lied through my teeth. They saw through it. And he's like,
but they still love me.
So it's whatever. And I loved having that little moment, and then the payoff when he's talking to Dr. Melfi, and he just goes, and what about Pussy? He's an acquaintance of mine. Like she just has this look like. The fuck?
He also asked her for advice on something else with AJ, and she's like,
should I be easier on him or harder on him?
And she's like, I don't know. And he's like, do you want a raise?
Yeah,
like that's the best line. Like this is your job. Like do you want a raise?
Yeah. I'm literally coming here to help sort out my problems. This is my problem.
Yeah, and also like when he does the flashback, it's little Tony Soprano, and they do like the missing the bus scenario. And it's like he's like little Tobey Maguire in Spider-Man 1, like, hey,
when he's like, I'm going to the CYO, she's like, bring a bat. You should see what they're doing on whatever street. When she's watching like the riots on TV, and I'm just like, in the one scene, you're like, don't miss the bus so you don't go in that neighborhood. And on the other, you're just casually ironing and like give no fucks that he's about to go into a bad neighborhood and just say, give a bat. Like,
what was really interesting, did you notice the parallels from with the dad and the pilot? So the first scene, you see the dad acting like a mobster, like Tony's dad.
Yeah.
He's rough. Him and Junior pull up in the car and rough that guy up. Rocco, who's like still a good guy, apparently. He's like, good job, Tony! Like with a broken arm and shit. But
is he
they do the car thing, and it's like over the top. It's like, come on, give me my money and everything. But that's the same as the first episode, where Tony and Christopher run up on that guy. It's the same exact type of scenario. I never realized that the parallels between that. How that's it's just the same shit.
And I love that that's awesome, and they do both of them so over the top too.
Yeah, that's great. Dude, the dad was so over the top. He really was just Jackie from the Honeymooners.
He was a caricature. Like he was the absolute like pinnacle caricature of a Italian mobster.
Oh yeah, and then fucking the last thing with Christopher is the FedEx watches.
Oh yeah,
it's like I just took it off a FedEx truck. Are you fucking stupid? For these watches, you did that. You would have gotten federal time.
Yeah. You see the little bit of him having like the responsibility of like watching the construction site, and then every time he has a moment of like doing something right or towing the line, then
he's like, I can do whatever I want.
Yeah, he's like, oh, whatever. And then Tony's just like, God, fuck, every single time.
And then real quick, when AJ visits his grandma in the retirement home, little shout out to Todd McFarlane's Spawn shirt.
Oh my God.
Yep. Oh, Todd McFarlane.
Are you sure you know the difference between good and evil? As you race around trying to put food on the table or pass your exams or make love?
That's all I could think about was just the Todd McFarlane interviews.
Hi, I'm Todd McFarlane. I wrote Spawn.
Yeah. Well, what would you do if you caught your wife fucking your best friend?
If you had to choose a slow searing ride on Satan's carousel or watching helplessly by as your best friend got it on with your lover,
did you kill yourself?
You have to cut in a clip to that.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
I don't think anyone had a stroke.
Oh, what's it called? Her friend. What's the mom's friend when she's talking to the one friend that comes up? She's like, "Who is this?" It's like, "This is my grandson."
Oh, yeah.
And like she seems like a nice lady, and then like she walks away, and then she's like, she had a stroke. She's losing like half a brain.
Yeah.
It's like, what are you talking about? She seems totally fine, you crazy bitch. You're so miserable.
You could even tell like when she says this is my son and the other looks back, she's just like handsome. Like you could tell that she's kind of like, I fucking hate this lady. Like
I look at my notes. It's like therapy. Third time this week? Yeah. Big question marks. And then the one flashback they cover where it's he's pissed off because his sister keeps getting invited to hang out with the dad. Like in car rides and everything.
Oh, yeah.
Little Tony's like, why does she always get to go? And then you find out that he's using her as like a front, basically, so that he can go there.
I thought that was great.
The best part is when they're all getting like carted out, and then the last person they cart out's the clown.
This fucking clown. It's like, why?
What the fuck is he doing? Oh, yeah. It wasn't a lot this episode, really.
No.
That really, like, we just basically covered the episode.
Yeah. Like
it really is just his flashbacks mixed with, like, the trouble AJ's getting into at school, which really doesn't matter because it's just, it turns into more of, like, it's interesting to see in 1999 them talking about ADD and, like, like how it's still on the fence. And now it's just, like, they're handing out Adderall to children like it's candy.
Yeah.
But it's interesting to see that. But I also like at the end when he's, like, working out. He does like that long workout. He comes upstairs and then immediately makes ice cream. Yeah. It's like, the fuck are you doing?
Yeah. I thought that it was really great with Tony, like anytime they were meeting with like the school psychiatrist, like him you could see him like struggling with this, like what the fuck
because
are
the
you
school
saying?
psychiatrist also knows who he is.
Yeah, and
because they have that one sit down scene.
Yeah.
where he's like, so AJ doesn't really like respond well to authority.
Yeah,
and he keeps stealing things. And he's like looking at him,
trying to like snide.
yeah. And then Tony's like, I know what you're saying.
Yeah, shut the fuck up. It's, but I thought it was great to watch him through just really all his scenes with Dr. Melfi.
Trying to sort out if his kid needs this. Based on what's going on with him and what he's seeing in his life. Yeah,
exactly. And then thinking it's like, and we get the first real official acknowledgement of him saying like I believe in my son and I want him to be proud of me, but I do not want him in this life.
Yeah.
And so it's like, I loved having that. And then when you have the great moment with the two of them just making ice cream, it was the like, you know what? Like, you fucked up. We punished you, but it's like, we're going to have this father-son moment. And you could feel like it was a reaction to his memories of his father where he didn't really get that.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, AJ.
So, yeah.
Yeah, this is just an AJ-centric episode, really. Like, it was just a little,
Yeah, it was a really, really good episode. Just not a lot happened.
With his shit, so.
Yeah.
Just another family life one.
Yeah. We got a lot in terms of looking into the family, but not a lot. Again, not a lot forwarding the plot.
Yeah.
But
it's just season one, though. Season one is definitely a little slower.
Yeah.
It really just introduces you to characters. And then, like, from then on, it's like plot point, plot point, plot point.
Awesome.
Like, like shifting of bosses and everything. So, yeah. So
I'm excited. Yeah, no, that was a great episode. And then next week we're going to tackle episode 8, The Legend of Tennessee Moltisanti. Awesome. All right. Thanks, everyone. Bye.
Bye.
I'm Todd McFarlane, creator of Spawn. True evil is never what or who you expect. Sometimes it's grotesque, sometimes beautiful, sometimes it's a mobster or a priest, even the ice cream man. For all you know, I could be true evil. Scary, huh?